Hello, I'm Hovey Smith, the author of Backyard Deer Hunting. One thing I mention in my book is, are you really physically ready to do the hunt? And that's what we're going to address here. One thing to do to get ready is to find and attend a wellness program. These programs are all over the country. In many cases, they are sponsored by your employer or your former employer. So if you are retired, you may be eligible for wellness benefits as part of your retirement package. I started having joint problems, particularly in the hip. I thought I did. And as it turned out, this was tendon problems. This was caused not by anything having to do with the joints, but being out of physical conditioning. So I had an African trip planned, and it was necessary for me to go to wellness or some other exercise program to get ready for the hunt. I certainly didn't want to get over there and not be able to do what I wanted to do. So we did that, and we started 6 months before the hunt was to take place. I can't say I really took off any weight. That hasn't happened. It does with some people, but didn't with me. But what I did get was muscle tone. So we managed to build up some muscle tone, which is important because I'm going to fall in the woods. I'm going to step in holes. Hopefully not tumble off a tree stand, but that could happen too. And if your muscles are not physically strong, the rest of your body can't take the impact. So we want to do that. So I'm going to get dressed, and we're going to go in and start our exercise program. The thing with any exercise program is that length and duration is typically more important than intensity. So don't think that you can go in and do a super hard exercise 1 week and then go out and do whatever it is you plan to do. I mean, that's just not going to work that way. You've got to start your program. You've got to go. You've got to do it several times a week. You've got to do it hard enough that you can feel your body doing some good, but you don't want to hurt yourself. And that's particularly a problem with guys, like me. As we go around the room, you'll notice there are bicycles of various sorts, and we also have various weight training devices. These consist of lifting, pulling, pushing, thrusting kind of motions to really work the muscles well. When you get around, here are the bicycles now, they're well visible. It looks rather confusing in detail because there is a lot of stuff in this room. There is a tremendous lot of exercise equipment here. You're not limited. You'll see the weights there against the back wall, and many people prefer to work out with weights rather than use the machines. Right now I'm more of a machine guy because I can exactly control those, and I don't have that much control over the weights yet. Maybe I've been exercising for 6 months. Maybe in another 6 months I'll start picking up the weight. But it's all administered by the hospital, and it all requires some fees, some of which are paid by the participants. But even if you had to pay all the cost, these semi-public programs are much less costly than participating in a private gym. We'll do this for a while. You can hear my feet, I believe. When you're hanging on, you can actually see your heartbeat. See what it's doing? Right now, not very much. I'll tell you about it when we get some meaningful stuff. Okay, we're going now 3 minutes. Still need to keep it up at this pace for a while. Again, not want to rush this. feel myself starting to sweat a little bit. You know, the Bible describes many sins, but sweating is not among them. So feel free. That's what this is about. You're supposed to do that, you know. All weight machines are adjustable. Usually they'll have a column of weights like this. So if you're starting out, it doesn't make any difference what the machine is. A good approach is to start with what you can lift that will give you some resistance, that you have to struggle a little bit. And then set that as your maximum weight to start with. Lift that as many times until your muscles start to burn. Then, when you've done that, take the weight, reduce it by about half, and then do another series of repetitions with each machine. This way, you do two things in strengthening your muscles. You give them maximum resistance, and then you give them some sustained resistance. And both are very useful. You want to do the treadmill every day, and then twice a week I do the strengthening exercise for the muscles. The muscles need some recovery time. The cardiovascular stuff with the treadmill or the stairwell or something similar, yeah, every day is good for that. If you find your knees are starting to pain, and it's time to slack off a little bit, give it a couple of days to rest, and then come back. So have a good life, go out there, get fit, go hunting, kill some critters. Look!
Besides exercise, a healthy diet is also necessary, and I have many healthy wild game recipes in my book, Backyard Deer Hunting.